Chris Appleton, que ahorita se va a enlazar, yo creo que le sigo, conozco muy bien su trabajo, ya saben que soy una obsesiva del pelo y creo que todos los que somos obsesivos del pelo sabemos quién es Chris. Y él es el que, por ejemplo, peina a J-Lo siempre y seguramente lo han visto en muchos red carpets. Peinó a J-Lo en el Super Bowl con esa melena que todo el mundo se volvió loco. Peina a Kim Kardashian mucho, peina a Cristina Aguilera, esas colas de caballo infernales que tiene Ariana Grande, se las hace Chris Appleton, ha peinado a Dua Lipa, ha peinado a Katy Perry. Entonces es un maestro. Y curiosamente la semana pasada tenía yo en mi inbox de direct messages un mensaje que decía Chris Appleton y decía, "Hi Martha, we should do something live." Y dije, no lo puedo creer. Y justamente ayer hablé con Chris largo y tendido y me dijo que me había encontrado y que vio y que mi pelo y que esto y que el otro. Y dijo, ay, pues le voy a escribir a esta chava, estaría increíble hacer un live con ella. Y así nació la idea de hacer un tutorial el día de hoy. Me dijo, oye, pues ¿qué día te late? Le dije, pues ¿quieres que lo hagamos el martes? Me dijo, órale va. Ya nos pusimos de acuerdo y tenemos muchas sorpresas para ustedes el día de hoy y por eso tengo algunos utensilios de belleza en frente de mí. Entonces, si ustedes están listos, nosotros también. Estoy esperando a que me pida Chris para ligarlo a esta conversación y inmediatamente después vamos a empezar nuestro aquí. Chris Appleton. Vamos a pedirlo. Waiting for Chris Appleton. Y cheers a todos. Quiero que aprovechen todas ustedes también para preguntar.
Hey guys.
Hello there.
How are you finally?
Finally.
How are you? You look great already. You don't need me. Cheers.
Oh no. Oh no. Cheers, darling. Cheers. So I was telling everybody who you are, who you work with, how I got to know you, how we connected and everything. But it would be great for all the newcomers for you to tell them who you are, how you got to where you are, who you work with, and what you're so famous for.
Oh, well, thank you for the introduction. I just was actually listening to you. So guys, my name's Chris Appleton. I'm here in Hollywood right now. And yeah, I mean, I guess I've been known for working with the likes of Jennifer Lopez, Kim Kardashian, etc. And yeah, I do hair. And some of you might know by some of the hairstyles I did. Recently, we did J-Lo's Super Bowl hair, which I feel like people are still talking about. Like, it was such an amazing moment, Super Bowl. So there's been lots of incredible moments. I had some amazing moments with Kim where Kim was blonde and she did the long, straight glass hair. So lots of trends that, you know, these amazing women have created and I've been a part of. So yeah, very proud to be here. And I'm glad to join you. So yeah, I was looking for Instagram and I was like, you know what, we should do something together. You have amazing hair. And I feel like people want to know a lot right now. They want to know what's going on, what good hair is in quarantine.
Absolutely. But listen, I've got all my tools ready.
Okay.
I did my homework, so I'm ready to fly as ready as
Love
you
it.
are. But before we start, I think there's a couple of things that a lot of people wrote to me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook when I posted that you and I were going to do this together. They want to know how to better their hair in general. And I think that there's like there's three huge categories. And I think the first one is, how do you get healthier hair? And by what I mean by healthier, it's not only the health itself, you know, shinier, less split ends, more hydrated, less dry, less frizzy, and for it to grow faster and look, you know, voluminous and beautiful and big.
I think for anyone that wants, one of my secret products that I use on everyone, and I use it kind of pretty much most of the time before I blow dry hair, is the Color Wow Dream Coat. It's kind of my secret weapon. I have one here for you guys. I actually want to give one away to everyone.
Let me see that again.
This is the Color Wow Dream Coat. So I'm going to, everyone that makes a comment now, I'm going to send everyone one of these products. So this is the Color Wow Dream Coat. You put it on your hair when it's wet. Woo! Well, you saturate your hair in it and you basically blow dry it into the hair. Now, this effectively transforms the texture of hair. It doesn't really matter what the texture of hair is. It transforms the texture and makes it like silk. So it gives you that mirror-like shine. So, you know, dry, dull, dehydrated hair will look super shiny, really glossy, very rich. And it actually has like a waterproof barrier on where it actually stops water going back into the hair. So it stops from humidity. So no like humid layers can get through to the hair. So once it's dried into the hair, it stays as well. So it's kind of my secret weapon. And I feel like everyone should have good hair. So anyone that's watching, I want you guys to try it out. So we'll send it out to you. Make sure you in my last post, if you write your, whoever like wants one, and we'll send them out. Right on my last picture.
So I definitely have to say that in Spanish because I would be mortified if somebody didn't get that. Pero todos ustedes que escriban, escríbanos ahorita en comments. A todos Chris les va a mandar ese producto del cual acaba de hablar, que justamente es para que se te vea el pelo como de espejo y se te vea hidratado, espectacular, y tenga una barrera protectora y se te ve el pelo lindísimo. Okay, so with that out of the way, any tips and tricks for hair to look fuller?
Yeah, I mean, I think fullness, a lot of fullness comes for me, what people are washing the hair in. So shampoos have become a big problem right now in terms of like, people are using a lot of products that do anti-frizz, volumize, you know, shine. And with these products, they tend to like congeal on the scalp. And a lot of people are experiencing more hair loss than ever. Like they're saying their hair is not as full as it used to be. And that's because the products we're putting on the scalp are effectively clogging up the the follicle of the hair, so the hair will go through. So it's really important to make sure that you not only use a shampoo with no sulfates or no silicones, but you use a shampoo that doesn't contain any extra ingredients. It should just clean the hair. And I think that is a lot of people don't think about it. They just think about putting more on the hair. Sometimes it's actually about reversing it, taking it back to the first step, which is washing your hair. Your hair and scalp need to be able to breathe. And I think that's what a lot of people have a problem with. When I shampoo the hair in the shampoo that I like, the fullness is already there because the hair's light and bouncy and you can bring it to life.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. So one of the things that you're most famous for, and if I look behind you, like I want to live there.
Oh, the wigs.
All the wigs and hair extensions. I cannot believe. Vea por favor el closet de Chris, que es el rey de las extensiones y las pelucas. And I think the question...
Can you guess where they're all from? Can you guess that's true? Which one would you wear?
So bad.
What color would you do? What color would you do?
I would do yellow. I think I would look lovely in pink.
Or what about like a little? You could do like a blonde.
Like a blonde.
Or
like
you could just like like a bang,
and bangs. But tell me something. So you, Chris, do you own all those wigs? And when you work with certain celebrities, like you use those wigs and then you take them back, it's like they don't own them?
No, I mean, sometimes people will buy them. A lot of the time, they'll be brought for a shoot and I'll look after them, and then kind of, sometimes they're used just one-off. And then other times, I'll keep them and we'll reuse them. So I'll look after the different wigs from different shoots. So we have some real kind of cool. I was actually really sad because one of my suitcases once got stolen when I was in New York, and it was a suitcase full of wigs. And yeah, the wig went missing. So, everything kind of got lost. But no, I keep most of it here, just because I can keep it in great shape. Like, as you can see, they're all kept on heads. They're all kept really nice, ready to be used effectively.
Oh, tell me something. I think that, J-Lo and Kim Kardashian and Ariana Grande and all of them are very like open and vocal about using wigs and hair extensions very naturally. And I think that in Latin America, or, the majority of women are very prude and are very secretive about, using extensions or using wigs. And I love that they're so open. So my question for you would be, should everybody be using extensions?
I mean, listen, they're a great way to have fun with you instantly. But honestly, I think like with the right stalling tools, you don't have to use them. You know what I mean? With the right little tricks and tips, you don't have to use extensions. However, if you're trying to keep up with someone that's going blonde 1 minute, dark the necks, then maybe a color and long and short, then they're definitely fun to do. You know what we should do? I don't know if you want to say this in Spanish, if your viewers want to see this, but I've never actually done a live wig tutorial, and we should do something. I can send you one in the post and we'll do like a whole transformation, the wig thing.
I'm all for it, but I want to be platinum.
Okay, well, you can lay your own wig and we can talk you through it. If people want to see it, I'm definitely down to do it for sure. Because I feel like I get a lot of requests, and now's the time to do it.
I love it. I'll say it in Spanish. Lo que le digo es que a mí me fascina que Kim Kardashian y J-Lo y todas ellas son como súper abiertas de decir que traen pelucas y que las ves un día de pelo güero, un día de pelo rojo, un día de pelo blanco, largo, corto, un bob. Y les vale, y de repente en los videos y en el programa todos salen las pelucas de fondo y las extensiones y lo dicen sin pena, y que a lo mejor las latinas son muy apenadas de decir, traigo una peluca o me quiero poner extensiones, y que ellas son súper abiertas. Y dice que le parece una súper idea que él me mande una peluca y que hagamos en Instagram un tutorial de cómo se pone uno una peluca. Porque lo impresionante de lo que hace Chris es que yo me fijo súper cerca y digo, ¿por qué no se les ve el nacimiento? ¿Por qué no se les ve nada? Y no entiendo cómo le hace. You got what I just said? That what shocks me about all the wigs and all the things you do is that I'm peeking through the TV and I'm like zooming into a picture, trying to see where the hairline is born. How is that done? Why can I see, the part in the middle and all that? So let's do that tutorial for sure.
So normally so effectively, like, the lace should disappear. So, on any wig I'll show you here. So what I'll show you to do is, this is the key part, it's with the lace. So you can see the lace here.
Claro. Yeah.
So the lace is like really transparent. So this should just, you can't see that again. You can't really see that against my finger.
Yeah.
It just kind of disappears. So we'll show you how to basically, we call it melt. So we melt it into the face. We'll melt it in. This is on the way to you.
Yeah. Yay! Okay. But something that I look semi-decent. Oh yeah. Well, we promised everybody that we're going to do one of your signature tips, which is the glass hair, el pelo de cristal, cuentavientes. Okay. So explain.
So glass hair is all about the shine. So we started this look on Kim a long time ago. It was actually in Paris for Fashion Week. Her hair was really long. Now, everyone's seen long hair before, but I don't think people had seen such shiny hair. So people were really like, how do you get it so shiny? And how do you make it look so glossy? And then it kind of became glass. It's like shiny like glass, it reflects, it looks perfect. So I'm going to show you a few tips now on how to get really shiny, perfect hair, okay? So your hair's freshly blow dried, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
now.
So let's do this together. Let's just lift this up.
Okay, cuentavientes, nos va a enseñar cómo hacer ese pelo que le vieron seguramente en un Fashion Week en París a Kim Kardashian, que se le veía el pelo súper recto, como si fuera casi de cristal. Y todo el mundo decía, ¿cómo le sacaste brillo a ese pelo? Y ahorita nos va a enseñar, y yo junto con él, ok, aquí tengo mi plancha de pelo, la voy a poner en... Is 300 degrees more than enough?
That's good, yeah. And also, for anyone that's watching this at home, my tip for you, if you have like temperature controlled irons, is to make sure you turn them down if you've got finer hair, or if you've got color treated hair. You've got a lot of hair, so you can take the heat, but make sure you use that feature on your irons for sure. All right, so what we're going to do is, as you can see, I'm here, I'm used to working with J-Lo and Kim. We've got Lauren right now. She's holding the fort for me right now. So I'm going to show you basically a step to do, and then I want you to carry on with it. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit so you can see better. So we're going to take a section of hair. So first of all, I just want you to take a section of hair. So this is, for everyone that's watching, this is on freshly washed, dried hair. So that's it. No other products.
Okay. Let me get the thing.
Clip it about the way. Okay, so I'm going to use the Color Wow Shine Spray. So this is kind of my secret weapon to getting glass hair. You need a lot of this.
Okay, I need that because I don't have it.
Okay, we can get you some. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the section of hair and you're going to saturate it in the shine spray from root to tip.
Okay.
So make sure from root to tip you put it all the way through.
Okay.
Okay, and then what you're going to do is with your flattening iron, I'm just using GHD flattening iron. You're going to take the strand of hair. Now, when you're doing this, you need to keep the cuticle of the hair really, really flat. So you're going to hold it with good tension, make sure it's spread out, slowly just run it through. That's it. You're doing a great job. So basically, we just put more of the shine spray on. And then, like I said, you want to put the straightener through. But make sure you put the straightener through in a slow, even motion. The key part to this is making sure you get the heat throughout the hair that's even. You don't want to be doing any areas too much or not enough. And honestly, the shine spray I use, so I'm using the Color Wow. This is the extra shine spray. It doesn't make the hair greasy or heavy. So make sure you use the shine spray you can use heat with, because not all of them you can do that.
Okay, let me see.
So, I don't know, maybe this is what you should be getting. So you should be getting this kind of shine. So if you hold your, this is the tip. Hold your hair up to the mirror and do this. And the mirror is the camera, obviously. Yeah, that's it. So you see that?
How cool is that?
Yeah, so that's effectively like when you see paparazzi pictures or when you see the camera and you see that shine, that's effectively how you get it. I'm telling you now, anyone that wants to just look great on Instagram, shiny hair never goes out of fashion. Like, it's kind of become my trademark. And all I did was make the hair shiny as possible. So prepping the hair in the dream coat, which I'm going to send everyone, all you need to do is just go on my last post and send me your details. Don't DM me because I don't get the DMs, there's too many. And we'll make sure everyone gets a little package of how to do this hair at home.
Ya oyeron que le manden un mensajito en el último post que él puso en Instagram. Déjenle ahí un comentario y todos los que le comenten en su último post les va a mandar de regalo no solo el primer producto del cual hablamos, sino también este brillo de Color Wow, que es un brillo intenso, justamente para hacer esta técnica que estamos haciendo. How am I doing?
Let me see. Nice. All right, let's compare sides. So I've done my side now. Let's see what you've got compared to what I've got. So you should get something that looks a bit like this. And this is on doll's hair, so it's not even great hair. So let's see your side.
Okay, hold on. Let me do one more thing.
Have you put enough shine spray on? She's going. Okay. You're going back in for the last look.
Shine spray is better than mine.
Yeah, this one is the one. I'll send you. I'll send you some of this so you can have this next time. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So listen. Hold it.
But yours looks better.
Hold it up closer to the mirror. Let me see. Like this, right up to the. Yeah, that's it. Slowly waft it. That's it. You've got a good shine on there. That's nice. That's like a hair commercial.
Because usually what women do, well, at least that's what I did. I would like do my hair, and at the end, I would do the thing.
Yeah. No. You see, nowadays it's all about, like, in my experience as a professional, it doesn't matter if you're doing like a red carpet, if you're doing just like if you're getting photographed being in the street. Shiny hair always has the thumbs up. People just like shiny hair. Always looks good. It looks well groomed. It looks, you know, good taken care of. But it's probably one of the hardest things to do these days. You know, it's got some nice swish, Martha. I like it.
Oh, all right. Is there like a hairdo that you dread? Like if you have a client that says, "Why don't you do this to me?" You're like, "Oh my God, not that one."
Probably when okay, one of the hardest hairstyles I do on JLo is when I do a natural curly hair. When I do a natural curly hair, it's one of my favorites. I love it, but I think curly hair is sometimes harder than straight. I don't know if anyone watching, because it's harder to get curly hair is all about the shape. It's all about, like, straight. You relatively, it's mechanical. Like you're doing it and you're doing a motion. Everyone's naturally curly hair, and I'm talking about naturally curly hair. Everyone's hair dries different, and it's all about getting the right shape, because curly hair really, like, can be, I think, amazing, but obviously it can also frizz, and it can, you know, look too crispy and so getting the perfect hair. And even JLo will agree, like, the perfect curly hair is always like a good one to master. And we've got it down. We recently just shot for World of Dance, the whole campaign. Her hair is like big and curly, and I just think it looks so good on her. You know, she wears curly hair so well.
Yeah. Pero dice que el peinado más difícil es el pelo chino, porque es difícil que dé la forma bien y que no quede como, no puedo creer lo bonito que se ve. ¿Ya vieron cómo se ve el pelo? No,
so bueno, listen,
I will live like this forever.
Do you want to do now? Do you want me to teach you how to snatch your hair up, or do you want to do a flat iron wave?
I want to do the wave, because you know what?
Right.
A ton of friends are like, how do you do that? Nos va a enseñar a hacer
Let's do it.
La onda con la plancha, que yo no tengo idea de cómo se hace eso. Okay, let's go.
Listen, Martha, all I want to say is, first of all, you're doing a great job. All right, you're under pressure right now, and you're doing a great job. I'm impressed with what your hair technique. All right, so do with this. So work on the other side. I'm going to do the first section. I want you to watch. So I want you to watch exactly what I do. Can you see? Okay. So we're still going to use the shine spray, Martha. We're going to use the shine spray. But what we're going to do now is we're going to put a wave in the hair. Now, what's great about this wave is it's for anyone that doesn't want excess volume in the hair. So if they want a wave, but they don't want it too poofy. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to drag the hair forwards and backwards. So you're going to pull the hair forward and then you're going to curve the hair. So you're going to curve the hair in the opposite direction and then you're just going to curve the hair back again. So can you just move the camera down? Curve it one way and then curve it the next. So effectively it's just an S motion all the way down to the bottom and you're just clamping the ends. Now you should get something that looks like that. Okay? Now you can see it's really, really
so
pretty. It's dead
worthy.
easy to do. Come on, the pressure's on. This is where the talent's going to come in. Come on, take a section of hair.
Okay,
you can do this.
Everybody realizes that I am so not better than you. I mean, let me see. So I go like this.
No, you can put that light on in there.
I put here.
So clip the hair up first. Do the underneath section. Shine it in there.
Okay, underneath section.
That's fine.
Okay.
Leave it.
So I grab this.
Yep. Okay, so what you're going to do is use the shine spray, and effectively you've got a lot of hair. Use less hair.
Less hair?
Yeah, because this is the first time you've tried it, so.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay, so you're going to get the flattening iron. Let's do it together.
Okay. Tengo miedo, chicos.
Okay, let me catch up with you. Hang on one sec. So you're going to do this. You're going to take the hair in one direction and the other. So grab the section of hair. You're going to bring the hair forward and bend it in in an S. Imagine an S shape. So you just go in an S shape and then bend it backwards. So forward, that's it. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Clamp it. So literally pull it left and right, left and right. So you're pulling it and then clamp it. Let me see. Come on. Relax a little bit. Let me see.
Look at this.
Oh. Let's compare.
Unbelievable. No, that's why you are you and I am me.
Look,
okay,
the tip is this. Imagine like an S. So an S. So that's it. Relax. That's it. Bend it backwards, but you've got to keep a curve. So curve it. And then pull it the opposite way and clamp the irons.
I'm clamping.
No, like this. Relax the irons. You're holding them.
Okay, yeah, I get
open,
it.
Close, open, close, open, close. That's it. Open, close. Okay. I don't know. We're getting a lot of laughing emojis.
Well, let's hope that there's a lot of people out there that are better than me that are watching this and will be able to pull it off.
Let's do the glass hair.
I will keep on trying.
Anyone that wants to have a go at this, make sure you tag me in your post. I'm always interested to see how people get on with these at home. Listen, Martha, maybe we should do the glass hair.
Oh, no, for sure.
Maybe you should continue the glass hair. No, but you know what? Do you have an elastic? Because I want to show you how to get that kind of J-Lo snatch, that half-up snatch.
Okay, now one question. Is it true? Yo no sé si ustedes han oído esto, pero de lo más difícil de hacerse es una cola de caballo. Is it true that one of the hardest things to do properly is a ponytail?
Yeah, but the real snatch. So there's different directions. I'm going to show you now what the difference is. Now you guys will be able to see this.
Okay.
So when you're styling the hair back, these are the different types of ponytail you can have. So you can obviously pull the hair down into like a low ponytail. Now when the hair's in like a low ponytail, for me, I would say this always looks pretty serious. She looks like she's going to work. She looks like a business lady, right?
Like a school teacher.
Yeah. Now, if you pull the hair straight backwards, so if you go in a backwards direction, and if you pull it straight from the eye, so it's halfway on the head, but make sure it's nice and tight. So if you pull it here, but follow this eye line, this is the key to this, so follow this eye line back. Now, when it's like that, I always find it's much more kind of like, it's kind of flirty, it's kind of girly, it looks feminine, the hair moves nicely, she looks a bit more fun, right? But watch this. Now, when you take the hair up higher, so when you take the hair right up as high as you can get it, and this is the look that like a lot of people wear on like a red carpet, or, you know, people like Ariana Grande, obviously you guys have seen that real high ponytail. I want you to watch what it does to the eye. So when you follow this and you follow the cheekbone and you get that really high ponytail, so when you get this, you can change the shape of your face. So when you pull it up from the sides and you get that really clean look, that's when you get that real nice kind of snatch. Yeah, exactly. Effectively a facelift. Now, have you got an elastic?
Yeah.
Do you want to do a half up or do you want to do the full thing?
I'll do a half up.
Okay, so basically you're going to take a section from the crown hair here to the crown, and then in front of the ears, and you're going to get that much of the hair up. So have you got some hairspray?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll do the hairspray now.
Follow me. So what we're going to do is take a section. I want to make sure you can see. So we're going to take this crown area to kind of above the ear. So this is how much hair you need.
Okay.
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 So you're going to copy that on the opposite side. This is going to be really nice on you, Martha. This is going to be like what we call a snatch. Now, if you don't want to get lost, you can take a clip and you can just get rid of the underneath section, just so you don't brush that up into the ponytail. Now, what I want you to do, I'm just going to carry on, is you're going to use hairspray. But when you use hairspray, you're going to take it in sections, so open the hair up, and you're going to take sections back to back. So like 1/4 inch sections, just use your fingers to separate it. This is really important that you put this all through the roots. Yeah, so I'm using the Color Cool Favorite hairspray. This is nice because it doesn't dull the color down, and it doesn't get sticky, and you can use a lot of product. But honestly, the key to a good snatch, Martha, is getting a lot of product through the hair so you can get a really nice clean result. So yeah, don't be gentle with the hairspray.
Okay.
Can you come around and hold the neck? There you are. Okay, hairspray, section by section. How's it looking?
I think that's the problem number one, that we tend to be timid with the hairspray.
So
and
timid.
What we do is we do the hairspray at the end.
Yeah, and then also, honestly, like that, to me, when you do a look like that, it's more like a gym kind of look. Whereas if you want like a going out look, you know, that's good enough for a night out, this is what you want to do. Just hold that. Hold it down there. But you're going to go higher than that. So this is, you're going to go, I want you to brush the hair up much higher. So you're going to brush the sides right up. So this is what I want you to do, Martha. See your cheekbone here. Look to your profile. Give me a profile.
Yeah.
Let me see your profile to the camera. I want you to follow your cheekbone right up. So you need to bring your hand much more forward. That hand that you're holding the hair, bring it higher up, higher. Yeah, a little higher. And what I want you to do is really work on, see this side here. I want you to, yours at the minute is kind of here. I want you to get this side up. Always go a bit higher than you want, because you can naturally we can pull it down after.
Oh, so it's way high.
Yeah, really high. This is the snatch.
This spray isn't working. Let me go find another one. Hold on.
All right, I'll keep the whole. So guys, when we're brushing this up, you need to make sure that you're using, I'm just using a brush like this. So this is just a mason brush, and we're just dragging the hair up. And remember, you're following this cheekbone here. So we're not going to follow the eye line, because if you follow the eye line, it's going to be back and it's going to be saggy. So the key part to this look is that it's as high as it is. And that's how you get those iconic silhouettes. Like if you think of like Ariana Grande, and if you think of like those kind of silhouettes, you know those people. If there was a dark room and just a shadow, you would know them by their ponytail.
So all the way up.
All the way up, yeah. Like the song, all the way up. Okay, Martha, you look like you've got a little bit of, have you got enough product in there at the sides?
More?
Yeah. On the sides, yeah. Put the ponytail up.
Okay. So
that's it. That's the brush.
We do the forward part and the back part at the same time.
No, yeah, you don't want to do that. And also, if you are tying this, you can also tie it upside down. If you can't get it high enough, you can tie it upside down.
O sea, que le hagan al revés, si no lo pueden subir suficientemente alto.
So this is obviously like a classic kind of J-Lo look, Martha. This is, I mean, J-Lo loves a half up, half down. You know, a lot of people know her for that. But what looks great about it on her is when it's like high up. So when it's not like, if you did it when it was lower and it's saggy, it doesn't work. So it's got to be high up for sure.
Okay, now tell me something. Why are you doing it in 2 parts?
Because we're doing half up.
Oh, just half up. Okay.
Yeah, half up, half down. Because then you got so you got to get the back bit down and the front bit up. If you were going to do the whole ponytail, then effectively what you do is you just, I would say put your head upside down just to get like all the back up nice and tight. But a full ponytail is a whole new tutorial. Okay, okay, yes, so bring the back of the hair round. Bring it all around. Nice. All right, I'm going to show you now how to get a little bit more volume.
Okay.
In your ponytail. Okay, so what I want you to do now is just with your comb, just take your comb. You have a comb?
Yeah.
I want you to just pick up the base of the ponytail. First of all, I want you to take a piece of hair and just wrap it around. So instead of using a pin at this point, because a lot of people at this point tend to use pins, and it gets really uncomfortable. So just saturate this little piece of hair in hairspray. So just one small piece of hair, and you're just going to wrap that around the base of the ponytail.
Okay, hold on.
And that will mean you don't need any pins to hold it in place, but make sure you put a lot of hairspray in there, in the hairdryer.
So how are you holding it?
I'm just kind of moving it around. Just drag it around. Let's see. That's it, yeah. And then I use a hairdryer with the hairspray to hold it in.
I'm trying to wrap it out on the Band-Aid. Okay.
Because you've got long hair. So you should get something that looks like this. That makes it look a bit more professional. Have you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what I want you to do is take your ponytail.
Uh-huh.
What's going on back there?
Yeah.
What's going on? Are you good?
It's
okay.
Like something went inside.
Yeah. So what I want you to do now is just literally pick up the base of the ponytail, and we're just going to tease it a little bit at the root. So just tease it on underneath the root, just so you've got a bit more volume. I feel like your ponytail just looks a little bit sad. So we just need to add a little...
It's got to try to put that hair thing inside the... Yeah, I think it's done. Okay. So now I tease it.
So tease the root. Right at the root. So lower here, like throughout this area, right here at the base. Okay, yeah.
It's I think my wrap was really
and then
long.
pull it round. That's it. And pull all the rest of the hair round.
Okay.
Okay, look at you. You got a little J-Lo vibe going on there. Okay, yeah, I like that.
But you know what you should tell everybody?
What?
That thing that actually I have, and I'm gonna show everybody.
What is it?
Which I heard from you, which is the color wow. Esto yo se los platiqué en un video de YouTube. So, para rellenar todos estos huecos. So how do you do that, Chris?
So this is great. I mean, listen, Martha, you're really lucky. You have a great hairline. But for anyone that doesn't, this stuff effectively, what we're going to do is fill out the hairline. So it fills out any gap. So it comes in every color of hair. And what you're going to do is effectively where the hair splits, or if you have any areas that are, you know, kind of patchy, you can just go in here and just color it in. So you get rid of that scalp. So you can't see any scalp. And you can even bring down hairline. So if your hairline looks a little thin, you can even bring it down. So that's nice. So we'll just do one side first, Martha. No, don't do that side. Do the one side so we can compare. Okay. So work on this side. So just fill it out a little bit. Nice. That's it. Have a toothbrush. That's it, all the way down. Now, if you compare that side to the other side, see that side is full, and then you can see that side has the gap there.
Empty,
okay, exactly.
Empty,
yeah.
Full.
And then full.
Empty, full. Y
yep.
Lo que pasa es que there's a lot of people, muchísimas de nosotras tenemos como como baby hair, y entonces se te ve como transparente esto.
Get your toothbrush. You got your toothbrush?
I don't.
Do you have a toothbrush?
A toothbrush.
Just the toothbrush is good. Let's keep this really real. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do now is you're going to get your hairspray. Yeah. Now you saturate this. This is a great way of doing a few different things. So you can first of all just clean up. Make sure the most important part that this is really clean here. So you can make sure you drag that up and get that nice and clean. So you can go up and get that really nice snatch look. That's it. But around your hairline, what I would do, Martha, especially here, now this doll's head doesn't have baby hairs, but actually you should brush those ones forward. So you should just give it a bit of a J-Lo edge. You always brush those, so here, just brush it down. So brush it forward and round. Yeah, that's it. Forward and then back round into the hair. That's it. Yeah, that way. So, and then back. Yeah. So that's nice because you can bring hairlines down so it doesn't have to be completely like pulled back and completely tight.
I'm getting the Kylie look.
Yeah. Listen, J-Lo loves a good little baby hair. She has the best baby hairs ever. I'm always like giving it kind of some cool little vibes. But you know, if anyone has fine hairline, and then you can even go in with the Color Wow root stuff at the root of that and fill it out where it looks like it's got a bit of a gap. Or you can keep it clean and just brush it back. It's completely up to you. Yeah,
I think I'm a clean type of girl.
Clean girl, so get it nice and
now I ruined everything.
Yeah, because you got the Color Wow on it. All right, clean. So let's clean the rest of the hair. So a little bit more hairspray.
Pero I don't think, yo creo que esto nunca lo hacemos, chicas, la verdad. ¿Cuándo agarró un cepillo de dientes para estarme peinando los pelos? Never.
What's that?
No, I think that let me say in Spanish, lo que aprendimos es que uno, tienes que llenar el pelo de spray. O sea, no, el spray no va al final. Y luego, pues con este cepillito de dientes para limpiar todo y jalar el pelo bastante arriba. So just tell us so we can have peace.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of celebrities don't have the hairs we see and we imagine. You know, the majority of that is you know, tons of extensions and things and magic. Because we all feel like bald after watching, you know, all these women on camera, in pictures with this amazing mane. And we think that we're like half bald.
No, I mean, listen, you've got amazing hair, first of all. So, you know, you're lucky. But, you know, a lot of the time, like, we'll use pieces or add little bits. And then sometimes not. Sometimes we'll just use their own hair. Like, Kim's been wearing her own hair recently. And it kind of sits here. And she has, like, you know, the bobs and stuff. And that's all her own hair. She doesn't have pieces in. The great thing about it is, like, Kim's hair's in such good condition because she, you know, when we do use her hair, we've kind of given it a bit of a break. Because when you're using the extensions and stuff, it kind of takes some of the toll. So it's a great way of being able to enhance your look and actually give your own hair a little bit of a break, you know?
Yeah, totalmente. Oye, are you into cutting your hair during this quarantine?
Listen, if anyone is going to cut their hair at home, you need to first of all make sure you get a sharp pair of scissors. Don't use your kitchen scissors. I think, you know, you can order some on Amazon. You can get them relatively cheap. My tips, if you do want to like cut your hair at home, is to, especially if you're going to like cut your bangs, is not to put too much pressure. A lot of people, when they cut their bangs, they pull the hair down really firm, but it's always going to jump up. And then you end up with like the micro bang, which is not a good look. Okay, that's cute. I like it there. You can look hot. If you're going to trim the bangs as well, is just literally, you want to just pull it down, let it fall naturally and just chip away at it, and always do it on dry hair. Don't use it wet hair. If you do wet hair, it's going to spring up and it's never going to be the length you see. So never cut your bangs wet. That's a big no-no. For guys' hair, it's a great way. You know, you can trim your hair up using clippers. I've got a video actually on my Instagram of how to do these things so you can keep it up. But I would just say less is more. And even touching up your roots. If anyone wants to touch up their roots at home, my tip is just to do this part section. You don't need to do all of this and all of the back. You know, that gets kind of messy and it can get complicated. I would just touch up, we call it the T section. So down here, down the middle, and then just around the edges. You know, and you can even just use your toothbrush like we just did. You can literally get the color and just paint with the toothbrush around your edges and through the part area to keep it really easy.
Yeah, because I think all my blonde friends are like mortified and scared to tears
Have
to
a platinum.
do anything on their hair because they don't want to ruin whatever the highlights or whatever they have. So a toothbrush is a great idea.
For sure. And also, like, you know, I'm sorry for like, but blondes have it a little bit harder when they have highlights because they can't get an all over color. But I'll show you now, this is like the platinum. So I'll show you any blondes out there. If you want to do this, you can just load up the brush with the platinum. This is the color I'll root touch up. And even on hair as dark as mine, watch this, Martha. So you can literally just put this in here and you can see you can actually create, like, you can get rid of your roots really, really easily. I mean, I kind of like my roots, but you can see instantly, even on, you know, hair as dark as mine, you can actually brine it up and get rid of it. So for highlights, you can paint them in. You know, you could just paint them in and touch up the roots. Let me see if I could show you on one of these wigs. I'll show you on this one.
Giovanni, ¿cómo pongo los comentarios otra vez? Que ya no sé qué hice mal.
So you guys can see this. She's got a root, and then we'll just go in here. And you can just literally just paint out, you know, color it in and get rid of the roots. You know, you can basically blend out roots and just like create like highlighted effects. You don't have to do the full thing. I don't know if you could see that. I think you can see it better on my hair.
Yeah, no.
They got rid of it completely.
But you know what? For everybody that's asking, number one, my daughter just came in and put the comments off so I can't read anything. Camila! Let me put the
Where
comments
did the comments
on. I have
go?
no idea how to do that. No, es que me los quitó Camila, Giovanni. And you know what? I've never seen in Mexico City or probably anywhere around the country color wow. So do you know how we can get it?
Yeah, www.colorwowhair.com. But what I want you to do is, like I say, anyone that writes the comment on my last post, I will send them their free dream coat. I want everyone to have great hair. You know, during this time, I've actually really enjoyed the quarantine, Martha, because I've got the opportunity to speak to people. I've got the opportunity to give some hair tips and tricks. And it's kind of the thing that I love doing, but I don't always have time to do because obviously I'm really busy. And I know as soon as this goes back, we're all going to be busy again. But good hair is never too complicated. Like, you've just done that. That wasn't easy, but you've got it going. You've got the shape. And with a bit of practice, you'd be better. Do you know what I mean? Like, we could show you how to make it even better. So I think for me, it's just about kind of being able to share as like a group. That's why I love that you're doing this, to show your followers exactly how to get some good hair. But I think next time I definitely want to do the wig on you. If you accept the challenge, I'm down.
I super accept the challenge. O sea, you have no idea, because everybody that's online, you know, many people know me very well for a long time. And they know that my hair has always been, you know, this, which is my natural color. And I've always been afraid of playing around with my hair, because I think that for Latin women, we usually have dark hair. It's really difficult to play around with it, because it's either like these weird red burgundy highlights,
yes,
or going super blonde, which is basically becoming a slave.
With extensions.
Yeah, or, you know, so it's difficult to play around. Like, it shocked me when I saw Kim Kardashian with that platinum blonde hair.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite. I think she looks amazing.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, how the hell did this man go from black to that white?
Well, do you know what? We actually did it over the period of like a week. And I keep sending it to Kim now. I keep texting. I'm like, well, I want to do this again. I want to do it again. I think she looks so good with the platinum. She just posted it on her Instagram just the other day again, actually. I mean, she had various lengths of it, but we did bleach the whole head of her hair and get it that white.
Explain, because I think that there's a lot of women in Mexico that want to look Swedish.
Yeah.
And, you know, I have a story of a friend of mine who like, a guy said, oh, don't worry, I'll do it like in 4 hours. You look fantastic. And going into hour 3, like, pieces of hair started falling off.
Scary.
She had to cut like a really short bob when her hair was really long. So how can you achieve that in a week? How does it process?
I mean, we took her hair from obviously very dark. It was pretty much as dark as yours. And I basically lightened the hair first. So I did foils. So I took sections back to back. And did foils to lighten all the mid-lengths and ends, because the ends of the hair is the most stubborn. And I just did it in a really slow process using Oxidant that was low. I used Olaplex. And then when I took it all out, I Olaplexed it again and treated the hair, left it for a day. Because when you first do it, the hair's kind of in shock. So you have to let it harden back up. And I think that was the key, is we kept the integrity of the hair throughout the week. So and then I went back in for a second lift and we lifted it again. And then we did the roots, and then we toned it. But honestly, it's just a bit of love, dedication, taking your time. If you were going to go blonde, my tips for you guys at home is to first of all understand that it's not an overnight process. You're going to have to probably do it in a couple of visits. It's not necessarily a cheap process either, because, you know, you have to keep up with the toning of the hair, especially if you're naturally dark. It's going to naturally want to go. I know just mine, like, I'm constantly toning it. You know, but if you go to someone that knows what they're doing, you can keep the integrity of the hair, but you've got to just do it in stages, and understand that, you know, you just need someone. You can't be shopping around to different hairdressers. If you're going to do it, you go on a journey with one person, and you need to say, like, realistically, from when to now is it going to be the color I want? What are the stages in between going to look like? How do I look after my hair? How am I going to see the difference in the condition? Kim was the best at looking after her hair. She listened to every piece of advice. She would literally sit with treatment in her hair every night. She would condition it and look after it. And then, you know, when it got to the end of it, we were like, okay, it's ready to go now. It's done. Like, we pushed it, because you are pushing your hair as far as it can go, because we played with the pink and we did different fun colors. So I think, honestly, it's just finding someone that you can trust, a bit of love, care and attention, and that goes a long way. And, you know, I mentioned before, a lot of people as well are always asking about the hair extensions. I'll show you some of the hair extensions as well.
Oh my God, like, I would give my left arm if I could fly you to Mexico and you could do your magic on my hair and it could be born again.
Born again. So for anyone that's interested as well, so these are the type of extensions I use. These are the clip-ins. So these are like, you know, you can get the highlighted effects. They're very flat at the root. So it has like a flat weft here. So it sits super close to the scalp. So it sits nice and flat, and you don't get any lumps and bumps. And then you get, you know, the color gradients.
Well,
but,
that would be another great idea. A friend of mine, she's like a sort of a blonde. And instead of having her hair dyed or bleached, she does those clip-ons in a lighter color.
It's a great way to pick it up. You know, even your hair, like, I could show you how to make your hair like with lighter brown pieces in, you know, and how to make it lighter and have more different dimensions rather than kind of bleaching your hair. Because a lot of people, like, you know, with your colored hair do struggle with the red, you know, and that red shines through. So there's definitely ways that you can cheat the look for sure. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do like a light brown look.
Well,
what do you want to do, Martha? You decide. Or maybe you should ask your followers what they want to see. Do they want to see you as a blonde with the wig, or do they want to see you with like a chocolate brown?
A ver, pregunta para
you should put it
todos.
out there.
Es votación y lo voy a someter a consideración en redes sociales. ¿Me quieren ver de güera con una peluca que me va a mandar Chris y que vamos a hacer un tutorial igualmente en Instagram Live para que me enseñe y les enseñe a todos cómo se pone una peluca? ¿O me quieren ver con el pelo más chocolate? Estas son dos opciones. Y ustedes van a votar. Mira, people are saying, I want to see you blonde, definitely blonde, chocolate brown. Others say, definitely go for blonde. No, your black hair is your signature hair, whatever.
Oh, really?
So let's see what people say. Oye, you said something that is really important. I think that during quarantine,
for example, see, I'm going to show you this actually just really quickly while we're on the subject. So this is like a perfect way of what I do to enhance like brown hair. So you can see this hair is really dark and really solid. Yeah. So if I was doing someone's hair, I would probably want to enhance the color and put some lighter brown pieces in. So the way I do that is just by taking, and guys, you know, you don't have to use extensions just for length. You can use it for different things. So I take a section of hair, measure where the clips are. So this has 2 clips on it. And then what I would do is just tease the roots. Do you ever use extensions, Martha, or no?
No, I think that like 24 years ago, my hair was like Peter Pan short. And I had extensions done. It took me like 12 hours for my hair to be long. And then like a week and a half after, in a cruise ship in Puerto Rico, my husband at the time said, you have to take that off. It looks ridiculous.
Too much.
So I put my head in the, basically, you know, in a bin with acetone. And it took me like 7 hours to take them off.
Wow.
From that point forward, I was traumatized forever.
So just watch this. So what we're going to do now is just clip this in. So I've teased that. Now a little tip for anyone watching that use extensions. I usually, once I've teased the hair, I spray the root with hairspray. So it kind of like locks it in and grips. So that way then you don't get any extensions slipping. Because that's like obviously one of the worst things is that your extensions are slipping out. Now once it's in there, you can see you get like that kind of colored result. What I would normally do to hide the roots is, this is another way you can use this wow powder, is I would usually just color it in here at the scalp so you can't see any of the extension shining through. Because sometimes when the hair splits, you can see the extension. So I'd usually just color that in to get rid of the scalp. Even on areas here, you can see where the ponytail is, I would just color that in so you don't get any regrowth. And then the nice thing about this is, when you brush the hair over and it blends in, that's how you start to create these lighter brown pieces that kind of fall through and break up. You see?
Es que, se dice en Spanish. Lo que dice es que de repente hay que usar extensiones para sustituir el colorante del pelo. Y te metes pedazos más claros para darle ese highlight como lo que acaba de hacer él ahorita. Oye,
you can see you can't see anything.
You said something about treatments, and I was telling you that like 6 weeks ago when this quarantine started, I was telling everybody that this was an amazing opportunity to let your skin rest and do, because you have the time, amazing facials at home and take care of your skin and let your hair rest. You know, from the blow dryer, from this, from that, from chemicals, from the hairspray, from everything. And a lot of people are asking me about hair masks and what hair treatments I like and what do I use. I do like probably like 2-3 hair masks a week. But is there anything that you particularly like and would like to recommend?
No, I mean, I think for me, one of the biggest ways that you can actually give you a hair, I'm actually working on a mask right now that I'm bringing out because I wanted to combine everything that I knew about hair, everything that I've experienced about the things I want from hair, which is shine, condition. You know, I want the cuticle to be smooth and I want it to be radiant. I'm actually bringing a mask out because I think it's super important to be able to do that, which will be available soon. Otherwise, I would just recommend, you know, people to make sure that when they're using masks at home that they, I would say masks, you know, you want to use them like 3 times a week, maybe, you know, that's enough, depending on how often you wash your hair. you shouldn't sleep in your mask. Now, a lot of people put the masks on and they sleep in it. Now, what happens with that is it tends to kind of dry out, and that's when you get the buildup. Okay.
This is me at night. With my hair mask, and then yesterday, hold on.
Okay.
Yesterday, this is what I did. I actually took a picture of myself. I'll post it later.
You are committed, Martha. That is perfect. That's a commitment there.
So
Listen,
this is super cool. Y esto lo conectan acá, prenden, y entonces esto se infla, y entonces calienta, y ya.
Yeah.
So ain't I committed?
Very committed. Listen, it doesn't go unmissed though, because I actually wanted to work with you because of your hair. I saw your hair on Instagram and I was like, you know what, we should work together. So doing masks, adding heat really helps. Do not sleep in masks, because what you're going to do then is you're basically effectively just going to put a sealant around the hair, which is effectively like silicone, which dulls the hair down. So 10 to 15 minutes is enough. Like 20 minutes max is good. Putting a cap on with heat. If you're going to put heat on though, always use a cap. The reason you use a cap is because it stops the hair from drying out. Otherwise, you're just drying it out and you're not going to see the results from the mask. Another thing that I think is great for quarantine, it's one of the most simplest old school techniques. But when you go bed, if you go bed in wet hair, I will use like a little bit of cream, like a transformation cream, just something to nourish the hair. I would just put it in 2 low braids. So keep the roots nice and flat in the middle, 2 low braids. Go bed in it, wake up in the morning, you get that really nice kind of undone beachy wave that, you know, Kim kind of does that mermaidy wave, you know, and then you can enhance it with the flattening irons. I showed you guys how to do the,
And let me go get something that you're going to flip and everybody's going to like, hold on, continue.
Okay. So I showed you guys how to do the flat iron wave. This is how you do like the mermaid wave. So this is that kind of like wave that you've seen. I call it the biblical wave. So it's something where the hair looks really kind of, I guess, kind of mermaidy. So I always use the shine spray. What have you got there? So what we're going to do now is watch this. We're going to rock there. This is a different type of wave. So we're just going to rock the hair up and down. This is different to the flat iron wave because it has more volume. But this is for someone that, like, maybe if they've slept in braids and then they just want to go over the hair and make it look a bit more interesting. This is what I call the biblical wave. So it's effectively that kind of crimpy, like, you know, undone kind of biblical wave. So that's the biblical wave where you rock the hair up and down. Okay, what you got? Oh, silk pillowcase. Wow.
Yeah.
You're impressing me.
If you want to explain,
the difference, if you can sleep in a silk pillowcase, it's unbelievable. You know what's great as well? Okay, I'm going to come for you now.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I'm coming.
O sea, yo no duermo en almohada de algodón porque es mejor para la piel y para que no se te rompa el pelo cuando estás dormido. Entonces, esta es mi almohada, que si pueden ver, brilla porque es de satín.
So this is a break band. So this is the slip. This is the silk pillowcase. You know what? I don't need these, so I'm happy to give them away. We should do some sort of competition where we give everyone away like a package. But this is a great way of protecting your hair. And it doesn't stop just there. Martha, I feel like you're outdoing me now. You've also got these. So these are the silk slip elastics. So they come in all different colors. But effectively, these glide on the hair. They don't pull the hair. They don't snag it.
I don't.
Okay, well, I'll send you them.
Yeah. No,
I think you need like a Chris Appleton kit.
I think I deserved.
You deserved.
A
Yes.
lovely, we say it in Spanish, un paquete fiesta de Chris Appleton, like this huge, lovely basket of only things for the hair lovers. But I want to repeat to everybody that en el último post que puso Chris Appleton, que es Chris Appleton en Instagram, si le escriben, les va a mandar a todos y cada uno de ustedes un kit de productitos de Color Wow, que es increíble, simplemente porque están conectados con nosotros y por el amor que le tienen ustedes a él y al pelo. So I said in Spanish that they should write to your last post and you're going to give like cute little things for everybody.
Yeah, but everyone deserves to have some good hair, Martha, surely. I mean, you listen, I feel like you are the advocate of when you have good hair, makes you feel good, makes you feel like you can walk into a room and talk to everyone. You know, it makes such a difference. And that's the reason I did hair. Like, when I was 9 years old, I used to do my mom's hair because I realized that when I did it, not only did she look good, but it was like emotional medicine. I saw her shoulders go back, the way she would hold herself. And I still get to do that now. You know, it doesn't matter who it is. It's like good hair makes everyone feel the same, you know?
And you know what? It's something that we've talked a lot about on the show when we have like plastic surgeons and people like that, is that hair is a sign of youth. And as you age, your hair ages as well. And the older you are, the more you have to take care of your hair, because that is a sign of youth.
100%.
There's tons of things out there that can make you feel like $1 billion, and there's nothing better for all of us that don't do Botox and fillers and all those things. Nothing better than a good hair day.
100%. I completely agree with you. Listen, Martha, I've had the best time ever, but I feel like I want to, like, this was a nice introduction. You did great, but I really want to put you to the challenge of like laying down a wig. So next time we do this, maybe we'll try and do it this week, or we'll do it early next week. In fact, I'm going to make sure we send you everything first so you're prepared.
Yeah,
and,
but Chris, I need a wig that I look super beautiful, not Marilyn Monroe.
No, beautiful wig.
Like
all right.
Straight, gorgeous,
sexy,
blonde.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a root, like a natural root. Okay, I got you.
Let's do it next week. That's the challenge.
Let's do this.
Oh my God, and I'm going to have to stick the lace and everything.
Yeah, they're going to have a little professional wig. This is going to be good. I got you. It's going to be hot. Okay. I believe in you.
Okay, este es el reto. Let me say it in Spanish. La semana que viene, Chris se va a encargar de mandarme una de esas pelucas divinas que él tiene. Güera, con raíz, espectacular. Y el reto para mí es que él allá y yo acá me va a enseñar y les va a enseñar a todos cómo se pone una peluca de esas que usa Katy Perry de repente de güera, que yo dije, no manches, en el video de Bon Appetit, I know you did that hair, and I was shocked because I couldn't tell. Cómo se pone estas pelucas que tienen como tula aquí, como encaje, y ese va a ser el reto de la semana que entra, para que ya apunten en su calendario que vamos a volver a hacer un tutorial de pelo.
Perfect. Listen, it's a date. The deal. It's a date, Martha. Give me a little. I got you. All right, let's bring this back next week. I've had the best time talking to you. I hope you picked up a few tricks and tips along the way.
Absolutely. And
I'm always happy to answer you anymore as well.
What?
I'm always happy to answer. If anyone's got any questions, I'm always happy to try and help people out, you know, get some great hair. That's why we're going to make sure everyone gets some product.
Cualquier pregunta, escríbanle a Chris Appleton directamente a su Instagram, porque le encanta contestar y ayudarle a todos a que tengan un pelo espectacular. My dear friend, it was fantastic talking to you. I can't believe that an hour has passed, and it's been so much fun. I think we did a great job.
Me too. Thank you.
All of them have learned a lot of new tips and tricks, and mission accomplished. Until next time. Friend.
I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bueno, cuentavientes, ahí está Chris Appleton para ustedes. Neta, sí, pónganle en su último comentario, salúdenlo, díganle que vieron el video, porque a todos los que le escriban les va a mandar de regalo una canastita, unas cositas de productos Color Wow, que es una marca espectacular de Estados Unidos. Y acuérdense que estén pendientes en redes, porque vamos a anunciar Chris y yo cuándo va a ser el próximo reto. Literal, me va a mandar una peluca de Los Ángeles para que este pelo, que ahorita que estoy viendo, cada vez lo tengo más largo, siento que va a salir de la cuarentena ya con el pelo en la cintura, pero este pelo se va a convertir en güero. Y el arte de ponerse las pelucas, porque yo les voy a decir a mí lo que me trauma, que todas estas mujeres con que trabaja Chris, que la J-Lo, que Kim Kardashian, que todas, un día traen el pelo acá, el otro día lo traen larguísimo, el otro día lo traen güero, el otro día lo traen café, luego traen un fleco, y digo, qué diversión. Y siento que nosotras, o sea, las mujeres de la vida real, pues andamos con el pelo pues diario como es. O sea, como que tenemos una oportunidad increíble de jugar con nuestro pelo, de hacernos cosas diferentes, de peinarnos, de cambiarnos el color con pelucas, con extensiones, y somos bien penosas y no nos animamos. Vamos a aceptarlo. Entonces, a lo mejor esta cuarentena va a servir y este tutorial para que ya nos aventemos a divertirnos más con nuestro pelo, porque hay formas de hacerlo sin maltratarlo. y pues a explorar otras versiones de nosotras mismas. Oye, les mando un gran beso a todas. Nos vemos en el próximo tutorial. Qué increíble que adoraron esta conversación con Chris Appleton, que sé que muchos de ustedes saben muy bien pues, el tamaño de estilista que es este hombre. Gracias por vernos y nos vemos muy pronto. Yo ya guardando mis cosas, ahorita vi que todo el mundo estaba de, Marta, tienes una Dyson, que es la mejor secadora ever del mundo mundial. Es más, se las voy a enseñar por si quieren regalarse algo este Día de las Madres. O sea, vean la potencia. Y aparte casi no hace ruido. Y aquí se regula todo. El calor, la temperatura, es una joya. Y no molesta, trae esto para direccionar el aire, que es como un imán. Y es lo máximo. Por si se quieren regalar algo espectacular, regálense una Dyson. Un buen cepillo de pelo, que es el Mason Pearson, que es divino. Y bueno, esperar que nos manden nuestras cositas Chris Appleton. Les mando un beso a todos. Qué increíble que podamos hacer estas cosas y entretenernos ahorita que estamos en la cuarentena, pero por sobre todas las cosas seguir conectados. Mi dedo chunco, aquí está con todo y curita. Les mando un beso. Qué bueno que les gustó tanto el tutorial como a mí. Y tengan un lindo, lindo martes. Y nos seguimos escuchando mañana en la radio y nos seguimos viendo en redes sociales. Love you all. Bye.